Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to solve an interesting SQL problem called recurring monthly movie watchers. It is a medium level question that tests your understanding of aggregation, grouping and filtering the grouped result. So let's understand the problem statement first. A video streaming company wants to identify highly engaged users. So we are asked to find users who have watched movies in at least three different months. For each qualifying user, we need to display the user ID and the total number of movies watched. Before jumping into the SQL query, let's work through the example data. So, user ID 101 watched a total of three movies. They were watched in January, February, and March. So this user ID should appear in the output. Now user ID 102 watched in January, April and May. Notice user ID 102 watched same movie multiple times, but this that is not relevant because the requirement is based on months only, not distinct movies. Since user ID watched movies in three distinct months, so this user should be included in the output. Now, user ID 103 watched movies only in January and February, which is only two distinct months. So, user ID 103 should not appear in the output. In case of user ID 104, user ID 104 watched all movies in April. Even though multiple movies were watched, but they fall in the same month, so user ID 104 should be excluded. Now we understand the requirement. Let's write the query. So select from movie views. We need to select user ID and we need to display total number of movies. So we'll count movie ID, alias it as total movie, total movies watched. Since we are using aggregation function, so we need to group the result by user ID. The requirement is we need to find user who watched movies in at least three different months. So to count distinct month, we will use date format function. So date format watch date column and we'll get the format by year and month. Now we need to count all the distinct month and this should be greater than equals to true and apply the condition using a having clause. We are using having because we are filtering on the aggregated results. So when we run the query, we'll get user ID 101 and 102 with the total numbers of movies watched, which matches our expectation. And that's it for today's problem. If you found this explanation helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more SQL interview questions and data analytics content. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.